Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review, and on a very warm Sunday, June 23rd, 2024. It is boiling outside. I've been out there in the afternoon and topping the old suntan up, doing a bit of weeding, doing a bit of planting, and yeah, because the stuff I'm growing in the greenhouse is not moving. In the soil, it should grow some fettle. That is the hope. Anyway. Over at Morrisons, picked this up on a 4 for 7, Le Goudale. My 2024 beer review of it, 7.2%. I will read whatever it says. Houblon de Flanders, le vin Horté. I don't know what that means. Horté, I thought that was today, but never mind. A bière blonde, la ancienne. And on the back it says, absolutely bugger all. So it's a French beer, in other words. Although the Le Goudale is a bit of a giveaway. I'm reviewing this from a typical English, knows absolutely bugger all point of view. Yeah, not from somebody who knows anything or somebody who's read lots of literature, who claims to know everything. I'm just here for the beer, and that's the bottom line, because Raggy said so. Yeah. So there, if we look at that pour, it's a golden pour, lovely inch of white, had plenty of carbonation going off. Comes across as a wheat beer, to be fair. Yeah, I get that wheat beer aroma that, you know, I associate with wheat beers. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. Who knows? Oh. 7.2%, so decent ABV. Oh. Yes, decent ABV on it, and by gosh, it's warm. I can't even tell you how warm it is in the beer room, but it's warm. 24 degrees outside, so we've gone from blooming cold to warm, look, cold to red hot, literally in the space of a few days. British temperatures, you know, we never have that nice period where it's a nice warming slope upwards. It's like and you know. And then there well may be a woof above, because you never know. Already, my outlook as a gardener, I look at the gardens and think, right, no mowing. It's gone red hot. Do not mow the grass, because all you're going to do is brown the grass off. So straight away, don't mow the grass. If I've got a mower, if I've got a hedge trim, and put a lid on the edges, because they won't grow at all. They'll be drying out, and then it's watering. So all of a sudden I've gone from being ridiculously far behind to a stage where I can catch up quite quickly, but a lot of watering. But now I use sprinklers for that. I'm not prattling around doing it by hand. Tasting well. A good beer. I mean, Morrisons the only supermarket that sell this, so a lovely French beer from Morrisons in the UK. And like I say, you don't see this beer in other supermarkets. Morrisons do have some beers that you don't see anywhere else. Peroni's Doppio Malta, I absolutely love that lager. It's a 6.6% top end premium lager. It's on a deal, but the deal's rubbish. You're better off just buying 2 of them. I think because it's on like a 2 for 6 or 2 for 7. Yeah, it's not the best deal. But you might as well buy 2 because the experience is well worth it. Same as this, 4 for 7 for this. I'm sure it's on the 4 for 7. No, it might not be actually. It might be £3 each. Yeah, that you'll have to check. Yeah, don't take my word. God, I'm boiling, absolutely roasting in here. But it's a lovely tasting beer. Reminds me of a wheat beer in the way it tastes. I get that sort of flavour from it. But at 7.2%, it's just hitting home lovely. It's light. It's not too heavy for this weather. Bear in mind this weather. People say you can't drink an impy stout in this weather. You bloody can, because a cold impy stout in this weather is actually thoroughly easy drinking. So, a really enjoyable beer. Flipping heck, I'm sweating my absolute bejesus off. I've got flipping door shut as well. I'm going to open that door in a minute. Would I drink this again? Yeah, I'll come back next year for another review. Good to see that they've not messed about with it. UK breweries, I don't know if it's the same across Europe. It'd be interesting to know if French, German, Italian and so on and so forth, whether your beers are being messed around with, or whether you know, they're tasting and the ABV's the same. Maybe you're paying a bit more, but we in this country are paying stupid taxes, and I know other countries are the same, and it is annoying to high heaven. And I will be sorting out the microphone issue. When more than a couple of people say your videos are a bit low on sound, it does worry me. And in some ways, possibly, I'm a bit too far away from the camera, which is because, you know, I do these reviews, and that's better actually. That's closer, much better than being too far away. But yeah, I do understand it, and I'm going to spend some of my money tonight. Hopefully it works, because I hate, you know, you look on the internet and you buy something, and if it's shit, then you've wasted your money. And you know, I'm not in that position to waste money on stuff for the beer reviews. God, I'm warm. Anyway, would I drink the Goudale again? Yes, absolutely. Top class French beer, 7.2%, nice ABV, gotta be honest. Out of 5 for this, if I was giving a score, I'm not really bothered about scores these days, but I'm doing it more so for the people out there who want a score. For me, yeah, obviously a French beer. I class it more as a lager than actually a beer. It's a funny thing, you know, the world of beers and lagers. Most of the German beers are actually, you look at them as lagers. I look at this as more of a lager than an actual beer, and I suppose that's what bracket you yourself put it into. I mean, a French beer, yes, that's perfectly well. Against other lagers, I'd give it a 4.65. Against beers, I'd give it a 4.4. So there, you know, there is against beer one thing, against lager another thing. Interesting. If you're still watching, where would you classify? What would you classify this as? Would you say lager, beer? I class beers as real ales, imperial stouts, and so on and so forth. Sour beers, blah blah blah. Lagers I class as pilsners, lagers, German lagers, and also French lagers, really, in the grand scheme of things. It's interesting, it really is. And world lager I class as lager. You can have so many sections and categories that it gets silly at times. And even in Sainsbury's, and Morrisons as well. You know, this in Morrisons, this is on the beer side, and Peroni's Doppio Molto, which is not too dissimilar, is on the lager side. So there you go. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you soon.